is working.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
How do I do this now?
This is live. Apparently we are live.
Oh shit, we're live.
So hello world, we are live. This is episode 8 of the I Think Stuff podcast, and shit's a little bit fucked up.
We have a new studio, as you can see, and I don't know how to share this.
I have no idea either, man. Hang on, is there a share button here? Screen share, chat.
I have no idea how to share this.
What the fuck is that?
Is there a link, or is there a...
That's what I'm looking for. I can invite people. Desktop.
Well, hold on. It's broadcasting on YouTube, right?
That's what it says.
So where on YouTube is this broadcast?
Links. Oh, here we go. YouTube event page. I've got a short link.
Oh, holy shit! We are broadcasting on YouTube live right now.
Yeah?
I mean,
Did it just pop up on the page?
And I don't know how to share this. Look at that. That's me saying that.
That's us for a few seconds ago.
Okay. Okay. I know how to share this. All right, I got this. Awesome. Twitter. I'm about to Twitter.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
You have a link?
Yeah.
Cool. Well then, I guess
But my Twitter crashed.
Oh.
No, it's good. Okay.
All right, let me click on our name here and see. Oh, here we are. Yeah, live now. Yep. I gotta move this other video.
Podcasting, you stupid autocorrect.
That's why I don't do autocorrect, man.
I don't know how to undo it.
Yeah. There you are showing the microphone your phone. Yeah. Cool. So it's working. Congratulations. Yeah, so we used to broadcast on Justin TV, and that doesn't exist anymore. They shut down the site.
Podcasting live now. Right now.
What?
It's on Twitter.
Oh.
We are podcasting live now.
Okay. Well, let me retweet it as us.
Yeah, you can just see the
as
one that I saw. Or
I think I can do that.
All right. So, like you were saying, we were doing this on Justin TV, which no longer exists as of just recently.
Yeah.
And then we tried to do it on YouTube, which is really, really complicated.
Turns out, yeah.
So instead, we're doing it on Google because Google does it for you on YouTube. Yeah,
since Google owns YouTube.
Right.
So they integrated all that stuff.
Sort of.
Yeah. So I think this is probably going to be a 1 hour episode. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Does that work?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already freaking 1900 here. Central Mountain fucker.
Yeah.
And this event is starting now. Let others know you've arrived. What does that mean? I don't know. Google's trying to
do stuff or something?
Do stuff. Let me... Yes. +1. I think I'm +1ing my own post.
No, you might be.
Shooters or something. Okay. So yeah, what are we gonna talk about today? How does the camera look, by the way? Does it look like shit?
It looks a little foggy.
It is a little foggy. It looks like it's focusing in on this and not on me.
Right, and actually this right here is more in focus than like the rest of it.
Let's try to get this a little higher. Let's see if that does.
That's not better yet. I'm freaking it out. It doesn't know where I am.
What a shitty camera I have.
Okay.
Maybe we should invest in a better camera. What do you think?
Maybe. We should put up a Bitcoin donation address.
Hey, that's a fantastic
idea. In fact, I have one right here.
It's not even focusing on anything right now. It's just going back and forth.
All right. Here's an address that I've been meaning to use and I just haven't. So I don't know if you can see that. That looks like it should work.
It looks decent.
So if anyone is interested in helping us get a camera that sucks less than this one, you can donate a couple of millibits. If you want to help us get a camera that's actually good, I guess you'd have to donate a lot. So
yeah, I mean, and if that didn't work, then just tweet us, which I guess I'll put it in the description later. But
yeah, or I mean, you could send it through Change Tip, like just send like 20 burritos or a couple cookies and a cup of coffee.
Definitely burritos, yeah.
Yeah, just Change Tip to I Think Stuff Podcast or whatever we are. I don't know. Yeah, I Think Stuff Podcast.
Yeah, that's the name, but most of our like URL names are I Think Podcast because other people apparently thought stuff before us, and
they were faking it.
Grab that.
Yeah,
what was that?
Oh, that was my phone, just dinging.
Oh.
I think that was our first donation.
What?
No, it obviously wasn't. Come
on. I don't think anybody else retweeted this tweet. So.
Somebody retweeted that we are podcasting live right now.
I did.
Oh no, but I mean somebody other than you.
Somebody other than me? I just did a refresh. Didn't show that. Yeah, it just shows me right now.
Or no, somebody favorited it.
Oh, who did that? Who's that?
It's somebody It's somebody that I know. I just don't know who it is. But I know it's someone that I know.
Well, what are we smoking, by the way? What is this stuff? Is this this bag?
Yeah, I don't know. What is this?
It's probably Blue Mystic then. See them later?
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
That is what it is. And then there was whatever was at the bottom of the grinder. I was just going to put a little more in there. But... All right. Well, I guess one of the hot topics going on in the media today is fuck the police.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular topic right now. Sure.
Especially in the show me state, where they show you the barrel of their gun before they pull the trigger.
Right. Which is apparently also the state where Jesus will reappear for the Mormons.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought he was supposed to walk through the arch at Moab in Utah.
No. They
they think the arch in Moab, it turns into like a portal, like the Stargate, and it looks wavy and warbly, and then Jesus comes out through it.
I thought it was the one. I thought it was in Missouri. Because the reason that they went out to Utah is because that's the only place they could go. Because when they first went to Utah, it wasn't even a state. Meaning it wasn't subject to federal laws, which means they could do their polygamy thing.
Right.
But then we turned into a state, and they're like, and half of them are like, fuck this, and they all moved down to Mexico, which is really confusing. Some of them are still there.
You know what's pretty cool about Mormons is the church charges a tax, like on the members' income, but it's voluntary. Like they tell you, hey, you should give this much. Right. But you can give more or less or none or whatever, and it's voluntary. And people actually, they want to contribute.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, out of all the religions, the Mormons are the best in terms of charity.
It seems to be. Yeah.
And what I mean by best in terms of charity is when they provide charity to an individual, they follow up with that individual. They actually help it's not like, oh, hey, here's some money, go fuck off. No, it's like, hey, we're going to work with you, we're going to get you a job, we're going to get you a place to live, we're going to incorporate you in the community and the church. And
they stick together and keep
like they're doing it right.
Sure.
So out of all the religious cults, I have probably the most respect for theirs.
I guess.
I mean, I still totally think that it's a cult, and I don't believe anything that they believe.
It's so wacky.
Yeah, and I don't believe anything that they believe, but, I mean, regardless of what they believe, they are still doing certain things right.
Yeah.
Such as the way to help people, they're doing that right.
Right, and they're super nice.
They're pretty nice.
They're really family oriented and stuff. So, those are positive qualities, but the Native Americans were not the lost tribe of Israel. That's not how that works.
Well, That's pretty irrelevant.
A convicted con man who saw these magical golden tablets that, oh yeah, I can't show them to anybody else because the angels took them back. Okay, sure. If you're gonna believe that, then I guess we can believe just about fucking anything.
Yeah.
And that's where they are.
Yeah.
Is that they can believe just about fucking anything.
But regardless of what they believe, I mean, the thing about it, there's people who still believe that Elvis is alive.
There is,
so yeah. I mean, hey, look, people can believe crazy shit,
and people believe that they've been abducted by aliens. They believe that aliens have taken them, that they've taken them on the ship. They've shown them things. They've had psychic visions. They think that, okay, after I came back to Earth, now I have a psychic resonance when I'm around certain crystals, and that's why I live in northern Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, some people think that. Some people genuinely fucking think that shit.
But okay. So let me ask you this: the people who think that Elvis is alive or that they've been abducted by aliens, are they contributing to make the world a better place?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
And some of them are just buying. I mean, I'm sure some of them have productive jobs.
Maybe.
Some of them are probably customer service people somewhere.
But is that belief helping them contribute?
No.
Okay.
No.
See. And that's where the Mormons, like, I gotta give them credit. They might believe some crazy, whacked out shit, but those beliefs are actually leading them to make the world a better place.
You know, I think
so I'm not gonna throw them away, right? Like, I don't believe in Christianity, but you know, it still says don't kill people, and hey, like, regardless of what other crazy shit they believe, well, you know, I can't disagree with all of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, don't kill people? Yeah.
That sounds
I got it. That's a pretty good rule. Hey, don't steal shit? Okay, that's a pretty good rule.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a bunch of stupid rules like honor your mother and father. I think that's a pretty horrible rule.
Yeah, especially if you have a horrible mother and father.
Right. I mean, that's one of those things, like, if you have good parents and you have respect for them, then you couldn't not honor them.
Right. It should be an earned respect. It shouldn't be an automatic respect.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, I mean, to just say, hey, respect them because they're your parent, that's fucking stupid.
Because you got your DNA from these people, you must respect them. Well, yeah. Well, what if they're assholes? Well,
yeah.
You know, there isn't a well paragraph in there.
But there is a lot of lawyering that goes on in there.
Oh yeah, man.
Right? Because everything is open to interpretation.
Exactly.
Well, like, hey, what does honor, obey, and respect actually mean? You know, you could take that into some pretty abstract, crazy shit. Yeah.
And obviously people do that all the time.
Right.
The Bible was written 100 to 300 years after Jesus was hanging around.
Sure.
And then another group of bishops and a king, or an emperor, Emperor Constantine, came together and decided that they were going to make a Bible. They were going to make one definitive text that was the Bible.
Yeah.
And they took pieces out and they added shit in, and they basically obviously put in whatever the fuck they wanted. So all that stuff about slavery being okay, who do you think put that in there? Do you think Jesus was like, you know, it's totally okay to be a slave? No, he wasn't saying that shit. The guys afterwards fucking were. Because they wanted slaves to read it and be like, oh, well, I guess it's okay that I'm a slave. I guess that's cool. I guess I shouldn't like rebel against this, you know.
So I gotta say, I don't think that slavery is wrong.
Like, well, that's a fucking interesting topic.
Yeah.
That's a fucking interesting topic. Why don't we talk about that? Why do you think slavery is okay? And can we define our terms? What is slavery?
So slavery is, I'm going to define it as forced labor without compensation.
Forced labor without compensation. Okay.
Is that a good definition?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, labor could be factory work. Labor could be.
Labor could be playing the piano. Labor could be ironing your fucking underwear.
It's just without compensation. What about without proper compensation? Like, for instance, the people who made these clothes that we're wearing, they were probably made in Indonesia somewhere, probably by a child under the age of 13, probably in a 12 to 18-hour sweatshop, probably under pretty bad working conditions, and probably making $1 a day.
Okay.
Is that slavery?
Well, I guess, is it forced? Are they doing that voluntarily?
The alternative is to starve in the street.
Okay,
The alternative is to starve.
So just because the alternative is worse doesn't mean that they're forced.
Okay.
Because they could do what other people do and turn into beggars and hang out by the airport and look for tourists that are suckers. You know, I mean, like there are other options. They might not be good.
So do you want to just call that de facto slavery? Because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
But getting back to slavery being
real
okay.
Slavery.
Like okay.
Right. Real
so
slavery.
It's not okay to own people. Okay, I want to make that clear. Like, people cannot be owned.
Okay. What about the savage beatings?
That's a more complicated question. I'm going to say that you should not beat slaves. But where I'm getting at with the slavery thing is it should be conditional.
Okay.
Like a debtor's prison type of thing. Like, more like indentured servitude.
Okay.
Where, you know, if you have debts you can't pay, there's not bankruptcy. There's you work and someone else gets your profit until it's paid off. And
yeah, well, which is again something that a lot of people do. Like if someone wants to leave Indonesia, just as another example, or a Southeast Asian nation that's not doing so well. And they wanna be smuggled into South Korea, or they wanna try to illegally get into the United States so they can get a job. The person who provides that service of moving them illegally out of their country, illegally into another country, charges them whatever the fuck they want.
Whatever they want.
There's the Mexicans coming over the border and Central Americans coming over the border they're like bounty hunter basically that'll get like 30 people, charge them each like $3-4 grand. You know?
Really? So I heard that coyotes, the going rate is on average between 600 to 1500.
Really?
That's what I heard. I could be wrong about that.
I thought it was a lot more. And I suppose you could ask anything from anyone, and what are they going to do? Google it?
Right.
Say, hey, I got a better Jose down the street's giving me a better rate because I looked that shit up on eBay.
Yeah.
So.
Fucking eBay, and pretty soon you'll be able to pay your coyote in Bitcoin.
Yeah, that would be fucking great. Man.
Through eBay.
That would be great. Yeah. So anyway, then they either have to put the money up front, or they go into debt for it.
Yeah.
Here's another example: guys going from Asia to the Middle East to work as construction workers. You remember all the guys that were in Iraq.
Yeah.
I mean, they were great at fixing air conditioners and cleaning out toilets and shit, and even the guys who served our food.
Yeah, general unskilled labor.
Yeah, general unskilled labor.
Like shit that's so easy, literally anyone can do it, and you just need someone.
It might just be
preferably someone who's a no one. You know?
Right. So you pull these guys from Nepal and these underprivileged nations where there's way too many people, and these guys working in like Qatar and UAE and shit are getting paid shit. They're getting paid like months or years late. They're living in shit conditions, and they're working like 12-hour construction days, 7 days a week. Like building these giant skyscrapers for these extremely rich oil barons. And, oh, by the way, they can't leave. They can't leave because as soon as they get to the country and they get their passport stamped, their employer takes their passport.
Right.
Hey, give me your passport, guys. Everybody give me your passport. And then guess what? They can't leave.
Yeah.
They can't even walk off the camp without being illegal. And then going to fucking Qatar jail, which has got to suck pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the places to go to fucking jail, Qatar would suck pretty fucking good. I mean, like probably like Nigeria would suck pretty good.
Yeah.
Russia would probably be pretty bad.
Yeah.
They've probably industrialized it and copied the Americans though, and I bet you they have really high tech prisons. I bet you they have a prison industrial complex just like we do.
Wait, which one? Who?
Russia.
Oh. I don't know if it's just like we do.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in it. So anyway,
I don't think they're making it as much.
We're going back to the Asians that were coming over and getting their passports stolen, and then they can't leave the country, they can't leave the camp, they're fucked. So that's kind of slavery because they're forced to work.
Well, hold on. That's the type of slavery where you get to pick your master.
You get to pick him, but you're not supposed to be a slave. You didn't.
Right.
The contract didn't say, "Hey, you're gonna be a slave."
Right. You didn't know that. You were tricked into.
Just bring yourself. Yeah. It's supposed to be a real job. You're supposed to be able to send a bunch of money back to your family that's living on a rice paddy in the middle of nowhere and has no money and is fucked over. You think that you're getting a real job, but you're actually becoming a slave.
Yeah.
That sucks pretty good. So
yeah, and like that's totally wrong.
Yeah. So we're just talking about modern sort of slavery.
Yeah, and I mean if you want to like really expand your definition, we're slaves of the state, pretty much.
Sure.
Like we're given a certain amount of freedom, but we're not free.
No.
We're given just enough to make the dumb people not question it.
Yes. Absolutely.
And so in that sense we're all somewhat slaves and all that shit sucks. Yeah. But in a more traditional classic sense, I'm saying we should go back to a system of indentured servitude. And certain things could be like, hey, you will be a slave for the rest of your life, or hey, you're going to be a slave for the next 7 years, or whatever.
That's I don't know, man. And so what would be the circumstances under which a person would wish to do this? What would be the incentive of the guy who's going to sign on the dotted line for the next 7 years?
What do you mean?
What is he going to get out of it?
So I guess like it wouldn't be voluntary. That's the point. Right, so like that's why I'm saying it's slavery, because this would not be voluntary. This would be like a legally inflicted thing.
So in what way, under what circumstances would that be doled out, and who would sign such
incurring massive debts?
Okay.
Like massive debts.
So like you would have to actively fuck up to get that back.
You'd have to actively fuck up. You would have to like run a bank into the ground and be negative hundreds of billions of dollars. And then you would have to work off hundreds of billions of dollars, which obviously you couldn't.
I suppose.
And if enough people were pissed off enough about it, well then guess what? Not just fuck you, but fuck your future generations. That okay, well now your future generations will be born into like obvious, real, involuntary slavery.
Sure.
Because you fucked up.
Yeah, but I think you're missing a key amendment to our Constitution, which is against cruel and unusual punishment. And I think that would probably qualify.
Okay, I mean, but does that really apply? Isn't it a bit cruel and unusual that right now our national deficit is going to get passed on to people who are not born yet?
Let's back up then, because
that's a little cruel and unusual.
Well, yeah. Now, you know what Iceland did, right? Iceland had a pots and pans revolution. 2008, the financial crisis. It started with Iceland. Remember?
Yeah.
They fucking went under.
Yeah, and then they held people accountable.
And then the government amended their constitution to try to fix it, and I guess it didn't work.
It didn't, yeah.
I don't know.
Like shit got fucked.
I actually don't know how it is over there right now. That'd be, don't know. But they fucking tried.
Yeah, I was really excited for Aurora Coin, and then it kind of seemed like it was just an epic fail.
Yeah, it kind of did seem that way.
Like people weren't ready for that.
Yeah, no, and I don't think they were. I think it was real fucking early. I mean, what was the percentage of coins claimed?
Now it's up to like 30% or something.
How many rounds have they done?
I think they're on the second or maybe the third round.
Oh wow, then that would be why. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure they're on the second round.
What was the original? What do they get on the first round?
10,500,000. That was the total amount to be distributed.
Okay.
And I think now they're up to like 3.5 million that they've given away. I don't know.
Well, let's check it out. Yeah, 32%, 32.7% of total.
And 3.4 million. Fuck, I was close, man. I was close on all that shit.
All. Yeah, 3.4 million coins.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, I do think it was so fucking.
People weren't ready for that.
It was so early, man. Yeah. I mean, I definitely want it to work, and I think it can work in the future. Absolutely. Fucking somebody David Seaman. I was listening to him on Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and he said that there's some kind of weird speculation that there will be a drive to produce cheap energy because of coins, because of cryptocurrencies.
Interesting. Like that's going to be the breaking point.
That will be like people farming it. It's people farming coins.
Yeah.
Like getting like solar, getting really efficient solar, or getting, if you live in a really windy place, then just put up a couple of those things and just generate coins off of it. Just use that electricity, because that's the deciding factor of what actually creates a coin. That's the only resource that actually goes into it, is energy.
Yeah.
Electricity.
Right.
Energy.
Right.
So, yeah, he said that there was like some kind of speculation that it would drive innovation in the energy market. That if you could set up like a solar field in like some sunny fucking African place, just set up a fucking solar field and then have a building and then have it running a fucking air conditioner and a fucking bunch of mining things. That wouldn't be that fucking expensive. And you would just be literally printing money. Printing money. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then then think about it.
This is a really interesting concept right now.
A community or a country. Let's take, for example, one of these African countries that's in debt $1 trillion to the World Bank.
Sure.
Because the World Bank, if anybody thought that the Bank of America was good at predatory lending, or Countrywide was, or any of these guys, no. The World Bank has a fucking lock on that shit. The World Bank does it on a global scale to countries. They bankrupt countries, not fucking families, countries. And then they force, then they just impose their will on that country. Like, well, in order to get this loan, you're gonna have to meet certain like humanitarian standards. You're gonna have to buy a sanitation plant, and you're gonna have to buy a highway system, and you're gonna have to buy an education system. So they sell them like these like giant loan packages. And then the country never makes any fucking money. Everybody's a fucking farmer. Everybody lives in a city and lives off fucking aid from other countries. How the fuck are they going to pay that back?
Yeah.
They don't even have a fucking GDP.
Right. Right.
Like it's not even there. So they're loaning the money knowing that they will never get paid back.
Yeah.
But instead of like defaulting and just taking everything they have, you just own that country. That country becomes a slave to you.
Yeah.
So,
but why? How is that worth it?
No. Then here comes step two. The first step is lend them a fuck ton of money, and then obviously they can't pay it back. Step two is impose your will on them. Your will is, hey, you've got copper. Guess what? You're going to sell that copper at like 40% below market price to these American companies, these American and European countries. So they get then the businesses get a huge discount on these goods. So we're extracting natural resources is what we're doing. So we lend them money, we extract the natural resources, and then profit. Step 1, 2, 3. Which is, like I said, that's slavery on an international, like, country level.
Yeah.
That's intense. That's intense. So let's say one of these African countries that has nothing, that is indebted to the World Bank forever. let's say a bunch of citizens just decide to fucking to make a coin, a currency. They're like, fuck it. Look, I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. We're fucked. Like whatever we have, we have 20 billion of this fucking currency, and it doesn't even buy a piece of bread.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we gonna do? Fuck it. We're a fucking community, right? Let's start trading these fucking coins on our fucking cell phones, because everybody has a cell phone.
Yeah.
Every Afghan that I ever saw has a fucking cell phone.
M-Peso was pretty popular in Africa, which was a digital currency that worked through fucking text messaging.
Man. That's right, yeah.
And they're like ahead of the game on that.
Exactly, absolutely. And then this would be a decentralized currency, just run by the people of a country who are economically fucked because they don't have a GDP. And their leaders are like, fuck it, I don't care. We're going to pay ourselves, and we don't care. Yeah. And then the people rise up and like, what the fuck is this? We don't want $20 trillion in debt. We need a new leader. Oh, all of a sudden there's a military coup, sponsored by the CIA or something. So if a country doesn't fall in line and doesn't do what you want to do, you just change the fucking government, like we did in Iraq. Like we did in Grenada and a whole bunch of other places. You just change the government, like the military dictatorship we installed in Argentina in the 60s or 70s, like a horrible military dictator who like just tortured like 50,000 civilians to death in prisons. Just grab people. If anybody said anything against his government, he would just grab them and fucking kill a guy. It was ridiculous, and the United States fucking funded that and put that in place. And now Argentina's fucked financially. They have a new, I guess they got away from that dictatorship, and then things were okay, or I'm not sure. And then now there's like some super rich family in charge, and they're fucking everything up, and they're sucking the economy dry.
Mm.
So they're fucked. They could use a fucking coin. And again, it's like, look, man, I'll trade you this pig for 5 coins. All right, cool, man, gotcha. And then I'm gonna go use those 5 coins to buy chickens from somebody else. That's fucking easy. And there's no government, there's no inflation, there's no horse shit.
So, are you familiar with what is Burning Man?
What do you mean? What is Burning Man?
Like the music festival Burning Man?
Yeah, I know about Burning Man, yeah.
And so you know how like currency is banned, like it's not allowed. And people like bring just a bunch of stuff and then just barter the whole time, because it's a multi-day camp out thing. And
yeah, man, it's like a week, and there's like the one from this year I saw pictures. I don't know how you couldn't see it from space. It looks like a fucking city. It's the size of a city.
Yeah.
So it's flat, nothing desert, and then there's like 50,000 people who just start a city. And then in the middle, there's a giant dead zone in the middle. So it's like a giant like concentric circle fucking shit, and then there's like half a mile of dead zone, and then there's a bunch of shit right at the middle, and then at the very middle is the giant wooden dude that they set on fire. So yeah, that shit's huge now, man. 50,000 motherfuckers. Let me look that up before I'm talking out of my ass.
Yeah, sure.
Because we have the power to do that.
So I heard that a bunch of Dogecoiners were trying to get that going at Burning Man. I didn't really hear much like to introduce Dogecoin to Burning Man.
Yeah.
And trade Dogecoins for things.
I don't know, man. I feel like there might be resistance because it's on an electronic device. I feel like there might be resistance to that.
Okay. Maybe. Although
I've gotten some more retweets, by the way.
Yeah? I wonder if I have any. Is anyone watching this?
It says 2 viewers, which I think are these 2 computers, so probably not. If someone is watching, you should tweet us.
Well, someone else just retweeted it.
Tweet either at MadPotCoins or I think, Potcast. And tell us that you're watching, because we have no idea. Like, we have no idea what's going on with that. So, Burning Man, sorry.
Wait, hold on. Would we know if someone was watching? Like, can people communicate with us right now?
They could, yeah. Especially if they're watching it through the Google Plus thing. I think I have the chat window up over there. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so, 2011. Okay, yeah. So in 2010, 51,515.
That's a lot. That sounds like a really exact number that I don't believe is accurate.
People attended Burning Man. That was 2010. 2011, they capped it at 50,000, and the event sold out.
Huh.
In 2011, announced the organization had become the process of transitioning management of Burning Man over to a new nonprofit organization called the Burning Man Project. Well, that's good that it's nonprofit.
See, like, if I went to Burning Man, I would just bring pot. Like, that would be my form of exchange.
Oh my god, dude!
Like, I would
be a millionaire. You would be a millionaire.
I don't know about being a millionaire, but I mean, I would just have jars of individually wrapped grams, and just like a handful of individually wrapped grams. Yeah. And like the gram is my standard unit of trade.
Sure.
That like, hey, can I get some beer and hot dogs from you? Here's a gram.
Yeah.
Like a gram is worth a beer and 2 hot dogs, I think.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous. It's kind of, and you can see each one of those things is a little fucking. I wish we could show it on the screen, but I think that would be completely impossible. There might be a way to share my desktop, but I don't know. I'm pretty high. I don't know if I can figure it out.
Yeah, it sounds complicated.
Yeah. Anyway, just look up.
Wow.
Just do a Google search for the Burning Man. Just Google Burning Man, and then go to images, and you'll definitely.
Did that like form itself, or was it directed?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was directed. I mean, yeah, I'm like 99% sure that was directed. Oh, here's another one. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
Look at that one. Oh wow, yeah. That's super
What's the
nice
scale
looking.
Of that?
I think those are people.
If anyone is watching this, like, man, it sucks to be you that you're not looking at this right now.
This is what. And I mean, so there's a small circle.
It sucks that we don't know how to do that, but like.
And then there's you can see the shadow of the guy.
Yeah.
Giant vehicle tracks all the way around. I'm pretty sure there's no motorized vehicles allowed on the inner part. I'm pretty sure. So, like, if you want to get from here to here, you have to walk or you have to bike.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a picture of it, like a fucking, because it's super flat. Let's see if I can.
Well, you know what? Like that's enough about this thing.
Yeah. There it is.
But, well, I guess as long as you're on there, look up Dogecoin Burning Man. See what.
It's fucking far.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'd like to go, but I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I might go at some point in the future eventually, but it probably won't be soon. I don't know. But I mean, if it was, at least I would be set on currency.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be all right on that.
Yeah, it looks like Camp Dogecoin.
Oh, they have a camp.
Yeah, they had a camp at Burning Man 2014. They have a map of where it is.
Awesome.
Oh, they have street names: Basra, Cinnamon, Darjeeling, Ephistis, Frankincense, Gold, Halfa, Isfahan. No, Isfahan. That's awesome. Yeah, so it's totally, there's the wide, but look at that. Yeah, that was fucking planned. Look at that map.
Look at that. Look at the fucking geometry to that shit. That's fucking nice, dude. Dude, if aliens ever show up, I hope they fucking show up at Burning Man. I hope that's where they go. If they're like if the aliens like choose to make their presence known, they're like, all right, cool, we're just gonna land here. This is well, let's just wait for the next Burning Man. Yeah, okay.
That would actually probably be the best
great.
odds for the planet as a whole.
Yes,
because if those are the first people that they meet,
that would be incredibly positive. That would be awesome.
Like, I'm sure we wouldn't be perceived as a threat.
Yeah, and then I bet the FBI would get there as fast as they could, just like in the movies. Yeah. Just like in E.T., just like in every fucking alien movie where aliens come to Earth and everybody finds out, the FBI rushes in. I bet they would. Hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah,
how's that for some speculation about nothing? So they had a little mission here at Burning Man. They have Bitcoin and Dogecoin donation addresses. Buy peace bonds.
Hey, I just figured something out.
Buy peace bonds. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. People always say that they want world peace. Invent peace bonds. You want world peace? Peace bonds.
Dude, that is a great idea.
That's fucking perfect.
That is a really great idea.
Let's all party.
But hold on. I gotta interrupt you. You're looking at a screen. You'll remember that. I'm gonna forget this.
Yeah.
I just figured out why the focus totally sucks right now.
Why?
Because the lighting in here totally sucks.
It does suck, and the camera keeps slowly falling down.
Yeah, that too.
Wow, you're really unprofessional. I like that. It's pretty raw.
Well, this is a brand new, fresh studio here.
Absolutely.
We haven't done this yet, so.
Yeah, this is totally new.
Let's fix this guy a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
And do we have more light?
Do you want to put one more piece of tape, like hit it on the top?
Dude, you can't say tape on air.
What? That's how we're doing this shit, man.
All right, okay.
We have gaffing tape.
I guess you can say tape on air now because
we have gaffing tape.
Because everything's made of tape, Like, all innovation is made of tape.
Yeah. This first iteration, sure.
You just gotta, half-ass and make shit up. Does that lamp work? Does it have a bulb in it?
It does. Let me give it a shot.
Yeah, let's see if that'll make it better.
Alright, hang on.
Oh. And then, if you want to tape up some more, then tape up some more.
You want me, point it over here? Is that any better? You see my shadow?
I don't know about this shadow thing.
That's kind of
Wait. Oh, go back up. What if you just point it up? Or at the ceiling more?
There, how's that?
What about at the ceiling? So, can it bounce back off the ceiling?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit better.
A little bit.
Maybe
all right.
Myself.
We'll figure it out next time.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Oh, I was gonna figure out the delay. Okay. 47 seconds. 42, 47. Is when you stood up. Oh no, I'm gonna start timing from when you sit down, I guess. I'm watching the delay of whatever. Oh shit, you're sitting down. 43:11. 43:11. I'm just gonna make a note real quick. Alright, 43:11 is when I saw you sit down on here. So maybe you should be sitting down right now. Well, it's a pretty long delay.
Yeah, that's just pretty good.
But this was a long time ago that we're watching the past happen right now.
Yeah. I'm sure it's really interesting for other people to watch.
This is stuff that like people don't talk about. I don't know why they don't talk about it. Is it because it's stupid to talk about it?
I sat down.
Maybe.
Did you see what time it was? This is like
yeah. So it was like a 55-second delay.
That's pretty good.
There's a 55-second delay between if I'm saying this live right now. Now to me was 55 seconds ago for you.
Right. Thinking about being in the past, but I know I'm here.
Yeah. Dude, why do you even have that up? Like,
what do you mean? I'm just making sure it's still working and see if someone posts a comment or something. I don't know how this.
Oh, hey, do people post comments? Like, yeah, post a comment if you're watching this.
Even if it's not, even if it's not live.
Oh yeah, if you're like watching this at some
point,
not right now for us,
yeah,
but it'll be now for you. Absolutely. Then later.
Just comment, ask us questions post-mortem, and we can answer them from the future.
Yeah,
which will then become the present. So yeah,
sure. We do that. Yeah. Have you ever gotten comments on videos?
I think so. I don't recall. Maybe not. I think we just have a couple views. Yeah,
we have a couple views. The last one we did, I think the last episode we had up is 6, and that one only had 2 views. And I think at least one of those is me watching the video after it was published.
Oh, did you watch it after?
I think it automatically throws you at the page, doesn't it?
Maybe, but if it's a long video, you have to like watch a certain percentage of it before it counts as like a watch.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Because you can't just get like fake watches.
Yeah, you can't just have someone show up and be like, "Oh, this is fuck these guys talking about." Just back. No. Oh, cat video. Here we go.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. So buy peace bonds. That's what we're talking about. Peace bonds. Dogecoin. I can't believe I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Dogecoin must be pronounced doggy coin, not Dogecoin.
It was doggy coin. Holy shit! That's what I was saying when I thought I was wrong. Like back in I don't know,
dog coins.
In January, February.
Power glove, by the way.
I thought it was doggy. It is doggy coin.
I thought it was dog.
And this is according to the Camp Doggy Coin at
decentralizeddanceparty.com/Camp Doggy Camp Doggy Coin at Burning Man 2014.
Right. Man, it was doggy.
So it's
now I'm mad for ever having changed to what the majority said.
Okay.
Because you know what? Everyone can be wrong.
See,
and chances they are that they probably
Socrates
are
said
wrong.
That a number of years ago, and he was fucking right.
Like 3,000 years ago?
Just because a lot of people believe it doesn't make it true.
Right.
And you shouldn't listen to the masses if they fucking criticize you, because sometimes they're just fucking wrong. So just fucking relax. Take it on its own merit. Don't worry about what the masses do. So, you need to fucking pay attention more often. Speaking of paying attention, you should watch some more Trailer Park Boys. Fucking love that show.
Yeah, hey, if anyone hasn't seen that, it stopped running now. I think it ended a couple years ago. But they had a lot of seasons, more than 10, I'm pretty sure. Like 11 or 12 they might have had. Anyway, amazing show out of Canada. So it is a little weird, you know.
Yeah, but that's part of what makes it good. That's part of what makes it good. Absolutely. Because it's so close to what we have that we're really not that different.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
I wonder if it's popular in like Britain or Australia at all, or it's just like we
that is an interesting question.
We just don't even get it. Whatever.
Like,
oh really? Did it get really?
Yeah, look, it's doing it right now.
Oh, I think the tape on the back came off.
No. Yeah.
That's what happened.
Oh. So we'll figure out bring itself down. Whatever.
Sure.
We'll figure out a better something.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out something
whatever.
better. This is a little bit makeshift because we were supposed to get started like hours ago. We were supposed to get started a while ago. I wanted to get started at like 5, and then we found out that Justin TV didn't exist anymore. And
yeah, that's really disappointing.
that's really I was like, well, now what the fuck do I do? And we almost went to live stream.
It seems like they could have sold it or something. I don't know. Like even for if they were just gonna shut it down, they could have sold it for like a minimal amount, and they could have done it in doggy coins or bitcoins. Hey, look, the camera's doing the thing.
I know, I'm fucking with it. Yeah,
Uh,
it's beautiful. It's a window into the past.
Yeah.
To a very recent past. And since we're high, we don't even remember that shit. So this is even weirder.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So Trailer Park Boys, we were plugging that because we
for
both
no reason.
support it.
It's just a great show.
Like
it's just a really good
we both
show.
have a personal
And
preference of liking that show.
I mean, sometimes it's just a dumb, kind of comedy, and sometimes it's like really insightful and fucking funny.
It is fairly
it's really
insightful, and
Yeah.
and we've seen it in different ways throughout the times that we've watched it.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that the last time that we were actually watching an episode.
Yeah.
And we can now see things in the like interpersonal dynamics between the characters that we didn't realize or see or understand before, or just didn't think in that way, or weren't perceiving it that way.
Yeah. And you were talking about the character dynamics.
Yeah.
And it's pretty intense. Even we've just been watching the first season recently, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy what these characters do to each other and for each other.
Yeah, just like how they act. And
it's weird.
And they're just such real characters.
We keep losing the focus again.
Yeah. This just totally sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're in the last. We got less than 9 minutes to go here because we're gonna wrap this up in an hour. So, anything else you want to say? What else? I mean, should we keep doing this? Somebody leave a comment. I mean, if you think we suck, then just tell us that.
Oh yeah, hey, if you think that we sucked, but somehow made it to the end, like.
Wow.
I guess I'm confused and impressed at the same time.
Maybe they just hated us that much.
But I mean, feel free to just be like, yeah, you suck. Like,
yeah.
This is what you did wrong. Yeah. If you didn't do these wrong things, you would be less wrong and maybe suck less, right? Like, hey, go for the criticism. There's certain things that we understand.
If you have constructive criticism, we would definitely appreciate that. Like, if you think we were wrong on some shit, then just let us know.
Yeah, or I mean,
we
even
continue that discussion in episode 9. Fuck it.
Right, and even if it was something like hey, just get a camera that can focus. All I gotta say is you can donate some bitcoins.
Yeah.
To that address.
To making this suck less. You can be directly responsible for making this suck less. So call now. Oh, that looks sick right there. Very
That's
nice.
really good.
Oh, you know what? I bet you it's reversed. Look, it's backwards.
Fuck.
It's not gonna scan if it's backwards, is it?
I don't know. Scan it right now with your phone. We'll hurry it. I think it should scan. Oh no, it won't.
Got it.
Did it?
Bitcoin. Yeah. What is it? What's the address? Do you know what the address is?
Yeah, 1KU69BGSE2HDPP9EUA2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ends in
label
60.
Tips. Yeah, 60
AHC.
AHC all cap. Question label equals tips. Yeah. Absolutely, it works. So it does work. So.
Oh, and it says tips. That's what I named it. Really?
Yeah, it says label equals. It literally says label equals tips.
Awesome.
Yeah. So then when you look at it with an app, the app it reads that whole string until it gets to a question mark, and then it says, okay, the next thing after the question mark is going to be a field of some kind. In this case it was label, and then equals means everything on the other side of that is the label that you want on there. And
It's fucking there, right there, man. It's fucking capital T and everything. So, yeah.
So what can you do with that right now?
I can copy paste that. I can send bitcoins.
Oh, like just like that?
And
did you scan it?
It went straight to my Coinbase. It went straight to my Coinbase.
So
That's
integrated
great.
and easy, and you're using
beautiful.
What is that? HTC One?
Yeah, I'm using an HTC One, and the name of this app is I think it's just QR scanner. Yeah. Let me plug this app, and then we'll end this fucking turkey.
Sure.
QR Droid is what it's called, and it's pretty fucking dope. So download that, and remember to send us shit because, yeah, cool. So we'll see you in the next episode.
Well, hold on.
What? Are you plugging something else? What?
Yeah, I was gonna unplug something. That Apple fucking sucks. So I have to use this separate scanner just called barcodes, and it has this zebra fucking QR looking icon.
Dude.
And then I have to like copy paste that. And now I can finally have a Coinbase app because they didn't have that before.
Right.
Before I'd have to go in through Safari to go to the Coinbase page to log in, and then to copy paste that, and it was like this. Like sure, it was possible, but it wasn't like easy.
It wasn't as easy as
it was a huge, big fucking shitty pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And I would like to unplug it. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like I will not ever buy another Apple device.
Well, I mean, I like this computer.
Oh, I don't like your computer.
I have a MacBook Pro and I like it. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, yeah, that was my thing.
Cool.
You can hit cancel or whatever now.
Let's let me figure out how to end this thing. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yep.
Stop.